get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome.
It's so ooh.
What's good, YouTube? What's good, TMI gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right, y'all see the title. Okay, we don't have a thumbnail yet, but y'all see the title. I was gonna go live on my computer this morning, but it's updating, y'all, and I don't have much time, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe I could switch over. Maybe I could switch over in a few minutes. It's still at 26% trying to update. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the break room. Ciao, girl. So, y'all, why this morning I get up, getting myself ready, and I said, you know what? Let me go over here and check on Liv. I said, dang, because I haven't heard anything from her in a few days. Well, apparently she went live yesterday, y'all, in the dark. She went live yesterday in the dark, y'all, and was very upset with her audience. I don't know what started her anger, but she would not cut her camera on. You can hear Kaylani. I think AJ was in the background. I know the beginning part, I didn't hear AJ. It was just Kaylani. And you can hear Kaylani in the background. But Olivia was like, you guys will never see where I'm at. Never. I was like, girl, are you okay? Oh, y'all, she was real mad. Hold on. It was a mess. She was arguing with her audience, cussing people out. Whole time, never turned her camera on. That's what I said, Tasha Nicole. I don't know what she mad about. You said we'll see her today around 5 p.m. What's going on at 5 p.m.? Yeah, that Diddy trial is a mess, girl. I don't know about y'all, but last night I watched Armand Wiggins on Diddy's trial day one. I watched Armand Wiggins recap, and he was funny. He was good. I think it's a lot of people covering that Diddy trial. I think I'm gonna watch Armand Wiggins. I think I'm gonna watch Armand Wiggins. Oh, okay, Trinice. She didn't get the kiddos. Oh, is that what it is? Was she supposed to get the kiddos this weekend? That's why she mad. Yes, check our yeah, day two. Yes, day two. Armand said Armand said that it was so many people there, so many news media. Sunday night going into Monday morning, Armand said he was out there at 2 o'clock in the morning waiting to get in. Now he managed to be inside the actual court, but they have an overflow room as well too. I mean, y'all, this is a big trial. This is a big case. A lot of media exposure. Y'all, Diddy over there looking like somebody's grandpa. And what I didn't know is Brian Steele, Young Thug's attorney. Child, why is Brian Steele a part of the Dream Team? I said, ooh, not Diddy went and got Brian. Which I ain't gonna lie to you. Brian Steele is a hell of attorney. Okay, what he did for Young Thug in that trial for the YSL case. Brian Steele is definitely a beast. Yeah, watch. Like I said, there's a lot of people. I watched a few others. I watched Mims. I watched a little bit of Chronicle Speaks, but y'all, Armand Wiggins, I don't know, he's just funny to me and he's so animated. So watching him, it tickled me. He made me laugh while watching it. And just his reaction to the things that were said in court by the prosecutor, the defense, and by the witnesses. He's just so funny to me. Yeah, he's just hilarious. And you know what? All I kept thinking, we'll get back on the live in just a few moments. As far as Diddy, y'all, you know what I was thinking last night when I was watching that? I said, you know what? This a damn shame. Primarily, y'all, this case is built around Cassie. So this was conspired a long time ago to take Diddy down. Rightfully so, though, because based off the things we have heard in the past couple of years about Diddy, like he should have been dismantled years ago. But because he had so much money, so much power, people was afraid of Diddy. But Diddy to me is a clear indication of money can't buy you happiness. Yes. That man clearly was fighting some demons. Addicted to narcotics, addicted to drugs, alcohol. Like the fact that you know, the type of monster he was or is to the people around him. Like, how do you go from that to switching to being a dad? The things that Diddy did to women, regardless if it was consensual or not, and then you raising daughters your damn self. That's the part that baffled me. I'm like, sir, you got daughters. Diddy's children were there, the twins, the boys, even the youngest, the girl in the one that's, I think she's younger than the twins, but even she was there. Like the media coverage, there was a lot of people. Jaguar Wright was there. I was Jaguar. Baby, I wouldn't have been there. I don't know why Jaguar Wright was there, but she was there. Um, Power is a hell of a drug, but even with all the power and the fame, clearly Diddy was a very unhappy man. Clearly, Jaguar was Jaguar was in the courtroom. Okay. I think my computer, y'all, I might be able to switch over to my computer, y'all. Give me a few moments. You said honestly, Miss Tasha, a lot of these rich celebrities are very unhappy. Yeah, Trinice, that's evident. That's so evident. But y'all noticed celebrities been real quiet. Y'all notice that? Celebrities have been real quiet since this Diddy trial was getting ready to start and has started as of yesterday. Now they did the jury selection. They picked their jury, which was fast as hell how they picked that jury. Because when the YSL case, it took them damn near a year to pick a jury. Child, it didn't take them 2 hours to pick Diddy's jury. What do y'all think though? Y'all think Diddy's gonna get found guilty? I don't know, y'all. He definitely has a dream team behind him. Cause when I seen Brian Steele was on his defense, I was like, ooh, jackpot. Y'all think he's gonna get found guilty? I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a lot of people that could go down with Diddy. And for those people to be sacrificed and potentially go down with Diddy, for their skeletons to come out the closet in the midst of this trial, they not just doing that to let that man go free. More than that's what he get. Diddy, as far as his artists, I mean, think about it. The majority of the artists that Diddy quote unquote brought to the forefront, they're nothing now. Nothing. So when you think about it, like I said, he did wrong by a lot of people. And Cassie, so there was something that came out yesterday in the trial. Apparently, one of the things that happened to Cassie, amongst numerous things, y'all know the whole freak offs, right? Well, apparently, one of the witnesses testified that one of the things they did to Cassie, per Diddy's request, allegedly, was to urinate on this woman and urinate in her mouth to the point where she got choked up on the urine. I said, my God, that's a lot going on. Young Miami, you had your big goofy self talking about you like golden showers. And now that's focal point of this alleged child. So you said they were all his baby oils and lubricants he uses too much. Girl, a mess. Yes. All them baby oils and lubricant. It's very disgusting, CC. Yeah, Young Miami is like trash. Just trash. It's trash. But you know what people would do for the love of money. And I don't know about y'all. And I'm gonna say this: some would say, "Well, girl, if somebody offered you hundreds of thousands of dollars, you would let them pee on you too." Oh no, you a damn lie. Because the same way there's a man out here that say, "Hey, I'll give you $10,000 if you let this man pee on you." The same way that man is suggesting that, you best believe there's a man out there that'll give you $10,000, and all you got to do is be good to him. Trust me. Every rich man out there don't want you to do salacious behavior to be, a token on his side. It's all about what you are willing to like at doing that. So I know I wouldn't um him have an escort come here, even if he ain't the one doing the pissing and because just like you're offering, there's a man out there that can offer me the same amount of money, and all he want to do is love on me. He don't want to do anything disgusting like that. But it depends on your mental, your mind frame. Y'all got to remember when Cassie got with Diddy, she was 19 years old. But you know what? There's a lot of sharp 19-year-olds out there too. Like every 19-year-old is not naive and dumb. There's some pretty sharp cookies out there that's 19 years old. And then obviously there are a lot that are not. I saw Young Miami Trinice. Matter of fact, I think it was Saturday. She has some type of board game that she's promoting, and she was on Instagram Live because I follow Young Miami on Instagram. She went live and she was bringing people on her live that was actually playing the board game, and she would play it with them. So she's out here promoting some type of board game that she has. It has to do with like it's like a truth or the dare type board game. And if you don't want to take the dare, then you gotta take however many shots that the spin reel tells you to take. I said, not you out here like you Vanna White promoting game shows. I said, girl, you done went from being a city girl to promoting game shows. Hilarious, honey. See, that's what happens when you can't put all your apples in one basket. See, Young Miami thought when she got with Diddy, honey, that she hit pay dirt because he gave her that podcast um on his um on his network. And I don't think we've heard a podcast from her since. And I ain't gonna lie, I watched a couple of those episodes of Young Miami when she was talking to I think I watched the one with um what's his name? Kevin Gates. I watched Kevin Gates. I watched the one with who else did I watch? Trina. I watched a couple of them, and they were pretty decent interviews. Yep, gave up on her allowance and everything. So at the end of the day, y'all, Young Miami got to keep hustling because, as we know, the City Girls is no longer. Her and JT are not on one accord when it comes to the City Girls. And so, obviously, whatever monies Diddy was giving her weekly, monthly, or however that was going, obviously that has stopped. So, Young Miami got to get out here and figure this ish out, honey. Now, I'm not saying the ladies over there going to the food pantry. I'm not saying Young Miami's going to the food pantry, but I'm just saying it's just a clear indication of how you need to stay humble. Young Miami was always bragging about, being with Diddy and what he was doing for her. And as quick as she bragged about it, as quick as all that stuff got taken away. But it definitely is going to be interesting, y'all. This is definitely going to be an interesting trial. I am going to be tuned in to a couple of content creators here on YouTube. I'm so happy that, YouTubers are getting the exposure of covering these high profile cases. I mean, that just goes to show you people who don't have live production shows, don't have studios. Majority of us content creators, our studios is in our houses, right? That they can get out here and make a name for themselves and make money as well, and give the truths instead of, y'all know, for years and years and years we had to go by, you know what MSBN and CNN and all those media outlets was telling us. Now we get people that are going on the front lines. Like Armand lives in California. He's traveled to New York. And there's several others who live in other states and have traveled to New York just so they could cover this trial and bring it to us, because obviously a lot of us are not going to be or can't be in attendance. Yeah, I listened to a little bit of Chronicle Speaks. I love me some Chronicle Speaks. I like how thorough and professional she is. Armand, he's good too. He's funny. So, if I had to, I could do both of them. But Armand is funny to me. Y'all know I'm a very funny person too. So I like to laugh, But yes, Chronicle, I did watch some of her um reenactment of what went on, and she's always very thorough, very thorough. But y'all, let me go because my computer just now updated. But we'll come back, y'all. We'll come back. This was just a little short morning chit chat. I wanted to show y'all a little bit of Olivia, and see what she got going on. I mean, obviously, y'all, Diddy's case is very high profile, but I don't cover stuff like that over here. um it you gotta, you gotta pay a lot of attention to it, and I personally can't, I'm not able to. But I kind of stick with the small frame things that we've been talking about over here, stuff that's a little more relatable to us, but we can talk about it because it's a conversation piece and a lot of people are tuned in. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Thanks for popping in real quick with me. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, sell what you love. Bye.